Welcome, both new and returning Leo souls, to my channel Golden Fortune Leo. This week's reading, titled Leo Stop Overthinking It, Your Heart Already Knows. For August 18th through the 24th, opens with the cards of Flowers and Shark, a fascinating pairing of romance and sweetness with survival and power. Life, especially for Leo, often asks us to balance softness with strength, love with resilience. It is as if the universe is leaning in close, whispering to the chosen ones, stop doubting yourself. Your heart already knows what the mind keeps trying to measure. That whisper is the Ace of Pentacles, the first spark of new love, new communication, or even a chance to step into a path that feels refreshingly alive. Soon after, the Devil card makes its appearance, and here I must pause to remind you, this is not about evil, but about awareness. The Devil, in tarot, often symbolizes the unseen chains we place around ourselves, fears, habits, or patterns that limit our freedom. In love, it may mean two people, both desiring connection, but paralyzed by the weight of their own doubts. The Knight of Cups rides in, promising that communication is on the horizon, but perhaps not just yet. From the perspective of psychology, this makes perfect sense. Silence is often the disguise of fear, especially the fear of rejection. Yet silence, when stripped bare, is nothing more than love waiting for the courage to be spoken aloud. As a Leo, you are rarely meant to hide in the shadows, even your hesitations glow brighter than most signs' confidence. Then comes the turning point, a new romantic cycle begins. This is more than the promise of a lover, it is the renewal of your relationship with life itself. The Page of Pentacles and Six of Cups, joined with the Devil, remind us that while the past holds valuable lessons, it must never become the prison of the present. Karma is not punishment, it is instruction. A Capricorn or another earth sign may enter the stage, yet the true invitation is not about who walks in, but how you respond. The deeper wisdom is simple yet profound. Past karmic ties are not meant to be repeated endlessly, but rewritten with the ink of growth and the courage of new choices. Leo, the year of triumph 2025 is not waiting for those who remain bound by yesterday's stories. It is calling the brave, the playful, and yes, even the messy. And perhaps the greatest humor of all is this: while you sit there wondering whether love or opportunity will knock, the truth is, the door was never locked to begin with, you only had to roar. In this part of the reading, the story unfolds like a mirror of the human condition, two souls who long to connect, yet hold themselves back in silence. They circle each other with curiosity and desire, but neither takes the first step. In matters of career, the message is much clearer. Saturn in Aries teaches that opportunity does not come to the passive observer, it favors the bold. The world, much like the cosmos, rewards those who raise their hand and declare, "Pick me." For Leo, this is not merely advice but destiny. Confidence is your crown, and hiding it under the bed is not humility, it is self-sabotage. A crown only fulfills its purpose when worn. Yet in love, the past still exerts its grip. The Devil card whispers of control, patterns that restrict, while the Empress speaks of liberation, healing, and the gentle but firm art of self-care. The teaching is profoundly Buddhist: you must turn the same compassion inward that you so readily give to others. The Buddha reminded us that we, too, are worthy of our own love and affection. Without that, we seek endlessly in others what can only be born within. This theme continues with the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. They reveal a scene familiar to anyone who has stumbled through romance: two people, waiting, misreading each other, overthinking every glance. Both assume the other is disinterested. Both are wrong. It is the classic comedy of human connection, two hearts speaking the same language but in whispers so faint they can't be heard. And so they wait, each hoping for proof, each believing love requires a secret algorithm. If there were an Excel spreadsheet for attraction, surely humanity would have mastered romance long ago. But no such formula exists. And this, perhaps, is the most liberating lesson. Love is not a code to be cracked, nor is it a secret mission requiring signs and signals. Forget the folklore of hair flips and exposed wrists, these things belong in the archives of adolescent mythology. Love and life are not neat equations but living, breathing, messy wonders. Psychologists tell us that perfectionism strangles intimacy, while authenticity invites it. People fall in love not because you checked every box, but because you tripped over your words, laughed at the wrong time, or revealed the courage to be vulnerable. The same truth carries into career. Some of the greatest breakthroughs emerged not from flawless execution but from mistakes that revealed something unexpected. A botched campaign becomes a stroke of genius, an error in paint gives rise to the most mysterious smile in art history. The Mona Lisa was not created with a calculator, but with the risk of imperfection. For Leo, stepping into the year of triumph 2025, this is the invitation, to embrace imperfection, to abandon overthinking, and to live boldly. The chosen ones will not find success in control, but encourage the willingness to act, to risk, to love, and to shine despite uncertainty. In this stretch of the reading, the message grows sharper and yet strangely comforting. The Six of Cups alongside the Eight of Cups urges Leo to leave behind the ghosts of the past. Nostalgia can be sweet, but when it chains us to regrets or old wounds, it becomes poison disguised as perfume. Add to this the Devil paired with the King of Swords, and we see the picture of emotions hidden behind stone faces, difficult to read, almost impossible to interpret. And yet, let us not despair. Mystery, after all, gives story its texture. A love that unfolds too predictably is as dull as a novel with no twist. In fact, the quirks, the stumbles, even the so-called mistakes, often become the most endearing parts of the journey. I recall a marketing campaign once that went completely sideways. It looked broken, sloppy even, but the audience loved it precisely because it felt real. That mistake made more money than the carefully polished version. The lesson here is one Leo must never forget: your quirks are not flaws, they are signatures of authenticity. And for Leos in particular, it is often the very thing you try to hide that others secretly find irresistible. From here, the Impatience card arrives like a stern teacher reminding us that empires are not built in a week, no matter how much coffee we drink. Saturn and Uranus have been shaping you for years, pushing you not toward quick success but toward a legacy. That word matters: legacy. This is not about applause in the moment but about something that endures. And into this picture comes the promise of a special connection, a partner, mentor, or ally. For the chosen ones, this is no coincidence, it is the divine push toward what I like to call the year of triumph 2025. The Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Empress together signal opportunity, leadership, and abundance. In simple terms, the stage is being set, and your name is already on the playbill. But the universe also insists on a certain playfulness. You must step out of your comfort zone, get messy, and laugh at yourself. You do not need anyone's permission to shine. The Empress appears again as if to say, yes, Leo, you are magnetic, you are attractive, and opportunity is orbiting you like planets around the sun. Never forget, lions do not ask permission to roar. They simply do it, and the whole savannah listens. Finally, the Ace of Pentacles joins the Seven of Wands to emphasize conviction. It is not enough to want something, you must know it is yours. The Two of Wands with the Page of Cups shows an admirer from a distance, perhaps someone watching, waiting, hesitant. And the Empress with the Three of Pentacles makes it clear that the world is also watching, not just in love but in work. Your craft, your effort, your talent, these are not things to be hidden away like old diaries. This is the season to display them, to stand proudly in your element. The message could not be clearer: do not dim your fire, Leo. The world does not need a quieter lion. It needs the full force of your roar. In this final stretch of the reading, Leo, we are greeted with messages from your future self, and they carry the tone of both encouragement and responsibility. The first reminder is about your ideas. Trust them. Too often we dismiss our own inspiration, imagining that brilliance belongs to someone else. Yet the Ace of Wands arrives as proof that your sparks are not random, they are seeds of transformation. Alongside this, the card of Focus makes it clear that scattered energy loses its potency. It is not about doing everything at once but about doing what truly matters. When paired with the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Wands, the theme is unmistakable: walk away from stale cycles, step into new love, and allow adventure to breathe new air into your life. The playful Leo child within you wants to come out, and honestly, keeping that child locked away is like trying to cage a lion. It doesn't end well. Let them roar, let them play. Diligence then becomes the next lesson. The Eight of Pentacles assures you that careful effort pays off, but the Knight and King of Wands remind you that effort must be coupled with presence. Leos are not background characters in their own story. You are bold, attractive, commanding. This is the energy that draws opportunities, and it is also the energy that draws love. The Page of Wands paired with Judgment is a wake-up call, an insistence that it is time to evolve. The Year of Triumph 2025 is not a passive gift, it is an active invitation. The universe will not wait for hesitation, and neither should you. From here, the cards call for an emphasis on skills, teaching, and training. The Lovers appear as a sign of alignment, while Judgment insists on divine calling. This is no coincidence. You are not stumbling blindly into a better life. You are being guided into it, almost as if the hand of karma is placing you exactly where you need to be. This is not just growth, it is a karmic promotion, a leveling up that many Leos have been waiting for their entire lives. As the Seven of Pentacles reminds us, harvest comes after labor. Saturn in Aries reinforces this message, demanding follow-through. The Ace of Wands and the Hermit whisper that your inner light is ready to shine. Confidence is not just suggested, it is required. The Lovers return, accompanied by the Knight of Cups, signaling that romance, admiration, and soulful alignment are in the air. And remember, for Leo, love is not subtle, it roars. It does not creep in timidly, it announces itself with warmth and fire. The Empress makes another appearance, emphasizing beauty, abundance, and creativity. Alongside her, the Five of Swords teaches that risks are not enemies but companions on the journey. Confidence is not arrogance, it is simply truth in motion, the acknowledgement of your worth without apology. Show the world who you are. After all, no one is served by a dimmed lion. The Oracle cards bring a final sweep of clarity. October and the rainbow promise that the storm is passing and clarity will come. The carrot hints at hidden opportunities waiting beneath the surface, while the card of success affirms prosperity in both love and career. The gavel indicates that justice and fairness will prevail, and the peacock, with its warning about pride, reminds us that while arrogance isolates, a little strut never hurt a Leo. It is part of your natural charm. The main themes are clear. In love, a new romantic cycle is opening, misunderstandings are melting away, and admirers are closer than you think. In work, surprising opportunities arrive, but only if you raise your hand and step boldly into the spotlight. The advice is simple yet profound: stop overthinking, stop measuring yourself against rigid expectations, and allow life's messiness to reveal its hidden miracles. For the chosen ones, the path forward leads directly into the Year of Triumph 2025, a year of legacy, skill mastery, fearless confidence, and the courage to live in full color. So here is the final insight, Leo. This week is about releasing control, stepping fully into your Empress glow, and trusting your inner roar. Your heart already knows what your mind is still trying to calculate. The messiness of life, the unflipped hair, the sleeves never rolled was never the obstacle. It was the doorway. Step through it. And as you do, I encourage you to savor your life, not just endure it. Enjoy the beauty of the present moment, the richness of your connections, and the joy of being unapologetically you. If this message resonates, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Golden Fortune Leo, so we can continue walking this path together, learning, laughing, and triumphing, as only Leos can.